My gamer tag.
Quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in the zone. And that's what basically comes right to him.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Just type up YouTube_Jaden Mans. All right, bet.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
I do. Jaden.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up.
Oh, yeah, Cordell joint. I'm going to beat the brakes out, Jit.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And no room that time, getting into about the 46. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
All right, hold on. Pause the game. Pause the game. I can't.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And here's he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard. On the run there, that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're running with Gurley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. They are going for it. Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media maybe firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Ridley. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Stephen Ridley punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This time, the extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw Downs. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
76! 76!
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! 190! 190! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball and get ball.
Here's Gurley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Dobbs. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Look at the spin. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Over the middle, home run by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst-case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
He may try and run for this. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Toss play, Connor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a toss. This is Connor. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another carry now for Gurley. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Finding some room at midfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 1st down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Third and long, it's Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Goff. Going to throw deep for the end, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 29 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They start with a give to counter, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A very solid gain of 27. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Nickel Roby brings him down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. To throw on second down is gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Goff now looking to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Gurley again here on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now gone. Out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. Third down here. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. Here we go. It's Gurley. Able to power through. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Todd Gurley. Wave good. 11. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he had a nice play there from his... And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Running with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Man, you talk about a coach setting the tone on the first drive of the ball game. On his own side of midfield, he says, forget it, punting unit. We're going for it. And his guys are able to get him a
got on first down. Rolling to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 32 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
So there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson, and he's got Snead. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. There should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams, when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to go up top, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go. 47, 47.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. After the interception, here's Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end. Willie Snead, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Room to run past midfield. And a cut to the sideline. Power running by Zeke. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Prescott now. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first back.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the return man, Chris Moore. And an alley to run. The 40. 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, 95 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson finding room to the 20. Caught right side. It's Snead. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking deep for Crab into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He was looking for Crabtree that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call, because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation,
and he's going to go down again. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And his throw is incomplete. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's finish now.
Prescott to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Jackson drops it underneath for Collins. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Jackson will throw again. And now he'll tuck it and run. Space to run past the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are in for 6.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4 minutes. Establish themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Lucky 56.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Elliott. Fancy footwork in midfield. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, 79 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw is Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Cooper was the target there.
Let's go. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 7 catches for him now. And this last one, a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Where is this play going? And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing is Jackson. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Prescott now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. He'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. On the move to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Jackson to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.